We're in a galaxy of glasses.
Kind of like these.
Shopping for spectacles. There's choice galore.
No, doesn't work. I love the inside on this one. It's so funky.
Our secret shopper is a marketplace producer, and she really does wear glasses. The frames are all about fashion, but it's the lenses that are the real focus.
Are you interested in the blue light for it?
We have regular lenses. We have also blue light filter lenses, okay?
We're taking a hard look at a filter that's supposed to block the blue light from screens.
Shield against any blue rays from the computer. Cut the, damaging rays from computer.
So it blocks about 20 to 40% of the harmful blue lights coming from tablets, computers.
Blue light filtering lenses are everywhere online. But we want to test how the country's big chains are pitching the latest trend in store. So we're undercover, inside Hakim Optical, Lens Crafters, Vogue Optical, and Hudson's Bay Optical. We're visiting 3 stores for each of them. That means a dozen visits.
So this one with blue light filter for people using computer all the time.
I'm in front of my computer a lot at work.
Blue filter, yeah.
The sales pitch sounds and looks convincing.
You see blue
Oh, yeah.
blue light?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Going through,
Yeah.
here you don't see the blue light.
So this, they filled out the blue lights.
It protects you. You get fatigue, oh my God, just staring at it like that and staring at lights. It just gives you that, cut down the fatigueness.
And then the claims start to sound alarming.
It causes the retinal damage.
It damages your eyes, obviously.
Like macular degeneration, like when it's damage to your retinas, things like that.
At one chain, we even hear the C word.
It causes skin cancer, cataract, macular degeneration, and other eye conditions.
Yikes. So what does it cost to save our eyes?
It's included in the price.
Included in this price.
It's an extra $20.
It's $100.
Yes, $100 more.
And it seems to be popular.
Yeah, I wear it. I have it on all my glasses.
So should we all buy in? To find out, we're off to Philadelphia to visit one of North America's top eye specialists. Along the way, we meet people spooked by the light from their screens, too.
I think that using the computer or the cell phone for a long time can do harm. It can have retina detachment by using it for too much time.
I've heard that it's bad for you. So I got my glasses with the blue light lens protecting so that when I look at my computer screen or my cell phone or I'm at work or whatever, that it doesn't damage my eyes.
If you look at screens too much, your brain and eyes can get damaged.
Am I about to be duped?
So we're off to America's oldest eye hospital, established almost 200 years ago. Today, it's 15 floors devoted to everything eyeballs.
And look way up high.
That's where Montreal-born Dr. Sunir Garg works.
Awesome. Yeah, otherwise your retina looks really great.
He's an eye doctor and an eye surgeon. Dr. Garg is also a spokesperson for the American Academy of Ophthalmology.
We keep hearing the same thing about blue light filter lenses. Is this a new thing?
It's a new thing, and it's all over the internet. I can't even open up, any website without, hey, maybe you want to buy these blue light blocking lenses.
Okay then, let's hit play.
If you're in front of the monitor and your eyes are tired, usually blue light affects your eyes in that way.
Because the blue light is really damaging, so you feel very, very fatigued.
Especially office work, you stick in front of screen all the time, you get blue light right away, like every single minute. It causes strain in your eyes.
We heard that several times. Is blue light from your screens harmful?
No, it's not. And I don't know where that's come from and why it's taken off so much, because it's not data-driven. I can't fault them because I'm sure they're getting a little info sheet that says, you know what, here's 3 talking points about blue light blocking lenses.
He understands why we'd buy into this.
I think people are thinking, well, geez, you're right. After I use my computer for a bunch of hours, my eyes don't feel very good. I can't see really well. They're kind of irritated. But what's bothering them isn't the blue light. It's the fact that when they're staring at their screen a lot, they're not blinking as often. That causes the eye to dry out. And when your eyes become dry, they become irritated and scratchy and tired.
There is a simple fix for that.
What you should do is just take a break. And the American Academy of Ophthalmology has this 20-20-20 rule, which is every 20 minutes, take a 20-second break, and look 20 feet off into the distance. And that'll break just that near staring that we tend to do when we're looking at the screen.
But back on hidden camera, we never hear that advice.
Just tears the eyes out of you, the blue light. You get such strain after a while.
Tears the eyes out.
My expression.
Yeah, tearing your eyes out would have been really cool around Halloween, but it's not something that we see, and I think people are exaggerating stuff.
It has a very sharp rays. It's penetrating at the back of the eyes.
Okay.
Any single gadget, if you use your phone, iPad, iPhone, whatever you have around you, it has that specialty rays.
So it's harmful because it's
Because it has a sharp light. Those sharpness, you have to block it in somehow.
Well, geez, I have these light rays that are little daggers that are coming into my eyes and poking holes in my macula, which is sort of what she's making it sound like.
She's saying penetrating the eyes. That sounds scary.
It does sound scary. And if I'm trying to sell you something that you don't need, making it sound scary helps the sell.
Now on to claims of serious damage to the back of the eyeball. Dr. Garg's passion and specialty.
This whole orange area is called the retina. The center of the retina gets a special name. It's called the macula. And the macula is the part of the eye that gives us our good reading and driving vision.
In our hidden camera, the staff in stores also bring up the retina and the macula.
It causes retinal damage, called the AMD, age-related macular degeneration.
Macular degeneration, especially for the macula.
It damage your retina at the back, called macular degeneration.
from the type of blue light from digital screens?
Anything with blue light. I mean, mostly from your system, from your iPhone.
Unfortunately, she's just wrong. And there's no evidence at all that the blue light from the screens is going to cause macular degeneration.
As it touches your retina, it kind of starts to degrade it slowly over time.
Blue light from our screens degrades our retina?
I don't have patients coming in ever with any signs of damage to their retinas from looking at their screen all day.
Retinal damage, macular degeneration, that sounds serious.
And it is serious, but the blue light from your screen is not the cause of that stuff. And people should do things to protect themselves against developing macular degeneration, but that's not buying these glasses. That's eating a proper diet, foods high in omega-3 fatty acids, eating stuff like broccoli, spinach, or kale 3 servings a week. We know that that helps.
But we don't hear that in stores. We hear about studies.
Right now, there is some studies suggesting that blue light coming from the devices is actually causing damage to our eyes in a similar way that UV light does.
There are no studies that are showing that. Nothing in people. And so people will quote that, yes, blue light can hurt retinal cells, but they're not telling you that that's not been shown in a person or any group of people who are using their screens. It's mostly in a petri dish or taking a poor mouse and holding its head in a position and shining a blue light way intensely into their, mouse eyeballs for hours on end. That can also potentially be harmful. But that's, again, not how it happens in people.
The marketing in stores also sends the same messages about the dangers of blue light from a screen, and so do the company websites.
So everything that you have seen so far, what stands out?
I think people are exaggerating the problem and are misleading their customers. I think it's mostly benefiting the companies that are selling these things, truthfully.
We share our findings with the retailers. They decline to come on camera, but they say the science is still evolving and argue that blue light can be damaging. Some say they'll reinforce their staff training and add that blue light filter lenses won't harm consumers. And the makers of those lenses, they say people feel better using them and they reduce eye strain. To get a second opinion about whether blue light from screens is harmful, we head to Oxford, England to meet an optical radiation expert. Professor John O'Hagan knows all about blue light.
Blue light in our normal environment is not dangerous at all. The main source of blue light for most people will be from the sky.
From the sky? Really? So how much blue light actually comes from our screens? We asked him to measure that for us.
The light level coming from the phone is so low that we need to turn down the lights in the room and bring the blinds down, otherwise we're not going to measure very much.
Professor O'Hagan fires up the spectroradiometer.
The levels are very low, it's a very low output. There is no evidence that the blue light from your mobile device is harmful.
3 years ago, Public Health England asked him to do similar testing.
As part of our study, we looked at a whole range of different phones, tablets, screens. We didn't find anything that gave us cause for concern.
He says we get around 30 times more blue light from the sky. O'Hagan's tests determined the screens are harmless. But that's not the message on hidden camera. Remember this?
This is a high energy light.
Okay.
So it causes skin cancer, cataract, macular degeneration, and other eye conditions.
Blue light does?
Yeah, if it is a constant exposure.
From your digital screens?
Digital screen, laptop, cell phone.
It says linked to skin cancer.
Cancer?
Yeah, no. Those are the two most scary things you can talk about. You can talk about cancer and blindness, and you're now telling me that these glasses will protect against both? Where do I sign? But that's just not where the scientific data is.
Opticians at Hudson's Bay Optical are the only ones who mention a link to cancer, but they seem to be getting it from this in-store pamphlet. And the cancer claim shows up on Vogue Optical's website too.
What did you think of everything that you saw? These are big companies that are putting this information out there, letting customers know that that blue light from your screens is damaging.
I think that's a failing on their part. You know, they should have the resources and the time and sort of the pride in what they're selling to get good information to their salespeople.
Hudson's Bay Optical now says comments about cancer and macular degeneration are wrong. They say they'll pull those pamphlets and retrain staff. And the maker of the lenses stands by its marketing. Finally, at a few stores, staff get this next claim right. Blue light from any source can keep you awake.
I know people who are on their phones before going to bed, you end up staying up later because that activates your sleep cycle. Yeah.
There's an easy fix for that. In the evening, turn on your device's night mode.
These screens aren't going to make me blind. I don't need to spend money on these things. I should do things that will help my eyes, which is to take a break periodically when I'm doing things. Start quieting down before nighttime. Eat a good diet, exercise, and not smoke. Those things will help their eyes way more than spending money on these blue blocking lenses.